Virgo, welcome to your August 2023 monthly reading here. We're just going to go ahead and jump straight into your reading. And we're going to take a look and see what is going on with y'all for the month. So, y'all's birthday is actually at the end of the month. So happy, super early birthday. All right, let's do it, Virgos. What's going on? If you're new to the channel, these are general readings. Feel free to check your other placements. You can check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign. There's definitely going to be additional messages in those reads. So this first row we're going to take a look at is in regards to, and obviously this is a new setup. I just moved. I'm in a newer place. I don't have Wi-Fi yet, so I'm using my phone. And so the camera is different. And yeah, you can't see the full spread, but I'll still show you the cards. So let's see what's going on. All right, so this first row, like I said, is going to be in regards to your career, your goals, and the ambitions that you have. The second row is going to be in regards to your relationships. Some of you, there could be distance in your relationship here that you're experiencing, whether that's physical, emotional, maybe even spiritual distance. But yeah, definitely, I'm kind of picking up distance, whether it's physical or emotional. And others, if you're single in regards to your relationships, I feel like you're out there ready to mingle. I kind of get that a lot of you are healing as well, so you could be healing, getting over an ex, especially with the Star card, Five of Pentacles, or you could just be healing certain blockages in regards to like relationships. Does that make sense? Like, let's just say maybe you're codependent and you realize that and you're honest with yourself about it. And you're like, and you realize that, so it's like you're actually doing the work to break that codependent, right, bond, or codependent energy. And even if you're not codependent, you get what I'm saying. We'll come back to the second row here in a moment. So some of you, there could be an Aquarius for you in the month of August that you meet as a person. Now, obviously, the second row is in regards to relationships, so it's not just love. I feel here as well. I think you're open and ready to, you know, interact with people, whether that's friends, whether that's romance, all your relationships, whatever the case might be. I feel like you're really open and genuine about it. I still see you working through some deeper, I don't know if it's deeper issues possibly, but I see you here maybe even experiencing distance from like friends and all that, or family. But it's interesting, the Star card in the future. We'll see what that is. I need to clarify that for sure. This last row is going to be any additional messages here from your guides at this time, or from your higher self. You have the Justice card, the Five of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. A little bit similar to Leo's last row that they got here. Some of you may have a Leo placement. I would avoid any type of pettiness and just take the high road, be the more mature person here. Also, too, if you're avoiding conflict, or if you're avoiding something because it's uncomfortable, and this doesn't just have to be in regards to, you know, like relationships or anything like that. Like really anything, just kind of like stepping outside your comfort zone or whatever the case might be. I would kind of just, I wouldn't avoid it. I would face it head on. I would face it head on, Virgo. So I feel like the more you wait, the more you ponder, and the more you just try to avoid the uncomfortable, it's like it's gonna build and build and build and build, right? And then it's gonna get, you know, worse. So I think it's important just to address whatever issues come up, just address it right away here. Rider Way Tarot. Address it with the Rider Way Tarot, like how I'm doing. All right, let's get into it. Page of Wands, Six of Pentacles, and the King of Wands here. Some of you are pulling cards right now. Page of Wands, Six of Pentacles, King of Wands, in regards to your ambition and your goals. It's interesting. There's a little bit of pep in your step. You got some initiation going on here, inspiration, motivation. I think there's some newer things that you're doing here. I feel like it's just like, I don't know, things are kind of exciting. I feel like there's a little bit of enthusiastic energy here. Your challenge is the Six of Pentacles here. For some of you, Work at this time, you're just trying to keep up with just like living, right? Like bills, Six of Pentacles and that challenge, bills, responsibilities, all that type of stuff. Income in, income out. You know, I would also pay attention to your spending as well. Venus retrograde in your 12th. You know, don't be too extravagant. Moon and Taurus, Six of Pentacles. Right. King of Wands though in the future, I think you'll be fine. It's interesting, is he leveling up though in regards to your finances and stuff like that as well, and just your career and the goals and the ambitions that you have. Because you go from the Page of Wands to the King of Wands, so anything that you really approach that you feel enthusiastic about or you feel passionate about, whether it's like a newer thing or whatever it is, I think it's gonna really build here, right? Maybe something a little bit newer, you're getting used to it, you're confident, but I see you become even more confident like what you're doing here. Very interesting. Let's take a look at this relationship, bro. Knight of Cups, Five of Pentacles, and the Star card here. I see you guys genuinely trying to address things in your relationships that maybe you've been avoiding, whether that's in regards to personal things that you're looking at or in regards to like literal like relationships here. Now, if you're in a relationship, like I said, maybe there's some type of distance or there's something here that you're trying to improve with that Five of Pentacles. Some of you, there's just distance, whether it's physical or emotional. But I think you're genuinely, you know, obviously you're still interested or whatever the case might be or whatever, you know. I think everything's working out though with that Star card here. I think there's going to be a good turnaround in regards to like healing or addressing deeper issues in your relationships with the Star card in the future. Also, like if you're leaving behind anything, like let the past be the past. You know, if you can do that, then the Star card in the future, there's way better things awaiting for you. Even things that you probably don't even expect or would expect. Especially maybe it's like the way something goes, or somebody that you meet, or a friend that you meet, or a person that you meet, or something like that. Yeah, I will say this too. For some of you, like let's just throw love to the side and all that stuff. Like is this in regards to work and business partnerships and stuff like that? I don't think you're struggling, but what I will say is I think you're doing things unconventional, the way you're going about things. And I think in the future here with the Star card, it's almost as if you're not used to this newer world that you're stepping into, but it's almost as if it's like you mastered this new world that you're stepping into, whatever the case may be. So anything that feels uncomfortable at this time or a little bit outside of your comfort zone, I see you getting extremely used to it very quickly. I see some of you guys moving in regards to a particular relationship as well, whether that's business partnership, romance, whatever. Justice card, Five of Wands, Knight of Swords is the message here from your higher self. I think at this time, I kind of picking up intuitively, there's a lot of chaos in the past, and so it's like you're getting order over it, right? Order, chaos, yin yang, Justice card, balance. So I think it's important for you to pick your battles, not just with people, but just anything really. Like if you know, if you do this and you know the likely result's gonna be that, and that result is not good for you, then the Justice card is like telling you like, hey, let's have some common sense here. You know, if this action is gonna get you this result, you get what I'm saying? So the Knight of Swords is like, I think you're making smarter, wiser choices, or there's a need to make smarter, wiser choices. Right? Especially if you're trying to like break some type of habitual pattern in your life. That's the message here from your higher self. It's for every action is a reaction. And the only way you're going to get rid of chaos in your life is by continuously bringing order to it, by continuously not fueling the chaos. You have this third house messages here in regards to your career row and the goals and your ambitions. Yeah, I think a lot of you are putting your skills to the test, new things you've learned, things that you already know, things that you're just wanting to try. Some of you are actually trying to make a profit off it. I see you doing that this month. So you can expect an increase in abundance. Could be some important communication, but I don't really pick up communication. Third house also rules like our ambition. Third house is ambition and our skills and stuff like that. So, and it's communication too. But, yeah. You have a personal issue reaches resolution here with this full moon in Cancer in regards to relationships. Again, I think whatever, if there's been, especially the Five of Pentacles being in the challenge, any type of issue there has been in your relationships, I think there is an immense amount of healing coming in with the Star card in the future position, right? Some of you may have been a little bit too coy in the past, or a little bit too, not harsh, but not very empathetic. Right? And so I think you're being more receptive and more, I see like your empathic nature really kicking in your relationships, the ability to like understand, right? It's almost like clairvoyant energies are heightened for you in your relationships this month, right? The psychic senses. Maybe that's what was missing. Oh no, you tell me, Virgo. I'm just kidding. All right, let's take a look. This last row. You have this desert that says thirst here. Don't fall into a thirst trap, Virgo. I'm joking. Some of you, I think the message from your higher self this month is like managing your temper. Right? Managing your anger, your frustration. Five of Wands is usually when we get pissed off pretty quickly. Hot-headed. So yeah. Let's clarify, let's get more into this. It always makes me smile when I look down and I see my dogs asleep. Oh my god. It's just the funniest thing to see. It's not funny, I don't know how to explain it, but because you just be out. I'm gonna give him a bath tonight. You have the Nine of Wands here on the Page of Wands. King of Pentacles on the Six of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune, King of Wands. You got some good luck here. Good turn of events coming up for you in regards to work, career, and your ambitions and all the things that you're focused on. King of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles is your challenge. Income in, income out. You pick one. Some of y'all is getting more income in. Some of y'all having to expend more income out. Resources. To exchange the feng shui of money or of resources and values. Page of Wands, Nine of Wands is your current energy. I just think, you know, you're not letting anything hold you back. Yes, you could be facing a little bit of adversity or some challenges here, but I think you're liking that it's challenging you here a bit, or at least you're not afraid of the challenge that it's provoking in you. All right, let's take a look at your relationships. But with this Wheel of Fortune, King of Wands here in the future and throughout the month of August, I think there's a lot of positive changes here. I just kind of want to pull you on more on this actually and see what this says. The Three of Pentacles here. I think you can expect a lot of positive developments here. And if you work in regards to a team, I see there being like good teamwork here, or like the environment that you're in, right? So, but any type of plans that you have, anything that you're really trying to achieve, I see you doing that. I think there's a lot of good turn of events, like I'm saying. All right, but what I'm saying, clarify this Nine of Cups for your relationships, the Hermit. Oh, there you go, Virgo. Popping out. You popping out. Knight of Wands, Five of Pentacles here is your challenge. Knight of Swords and the Star card is in the future. I think a lot of you have dealt with a lot of unreliable people when it comes to relationships. Maybe you were the unreliable one, who knows? You know. Everybody tries to act like they're so perfect. Virgos are just so perfect. Maybe you were the unreliable one. But maybe it's the other way around. Maybe people are just unreliable in general. But I think you have a lot of wisdom and experience. And I think there's almost like a maturity aspect when it comes to yourself in regards to relationships. Like there's a lot that you're learning. It's like what you're learning, it's like it's giving you a deeper sense of awareness and understanding of how to approach issues and how to approach relationships this month here. Rather than just like avoid or be inconsistent or deal with people that are inconsistent, or what's that called? Avoidant. You have the Star card, Knight of Swords in the future here. Woo! Eight of Cups. Anything that you're letting go of from the past events, past people, I think whatever issues there are will get resolved this month, and I don't even really see you like looking back, really. I think with the Star card, Knight of Swords, is like quickly being able to process everything and move into a new direction. So your relationship with a bro looks good too. I don't sense anybody new or anything, or I'm not picking up really anybody's energy. Maybe an air sign, fire sign, water sign. Like it's not, the energy's not defined, so I can't really just see like if it's a person right now. Just, if there is, it's kind of like, it's too hard to tell right now. Nine of Pentacles on the Justice card in the position of the message here from your higher self. I think it's important for you not to, some of you may like avoiding confrontation. Ace of Swords, Five of Wands. Obviously watch your words, right? Like, you know, there's a way of communicating. There's a really good book called Nonviolent Communication. Like if you deal with heated arguments and debates, or just people that don't know how to communicate, right? Or even when you're pissed off, but it's like you understand that communication, the way you communicate can solve things. So I think communication is going to be the big thing for you, is like how you communicate, what you're like, your ability to be able to comprehend others, and also your ability to be able to express yourself and your truth, right? And understand others as well, without like egos getting in the way. I would say this as well, like don't let people take advantage of you as well, Virgo. Because the Nine of Pentacles and the Justice card is not letting anything take away from your sense of self-worth or your value, right? And that could be physical, spiritual, and emotional. So, Nine of Swords, Two of Swords is in the future position throughout the month here for you. Yeah, I think it's important just to be truthful, be upfront about your intentions, be truthful about what it is that you're thinking, you know. Obviously, you can do it in a very loving way, but I think it's just important to not avoid conflict, right? Or avoid, you know, just because something's uncomfortable, or like you don't want things to boil over, or you don't want to start an argument or a fight. There's a really good book called Nonviolent Communication. I don't know, I'm just saying. You might want to check that out. All right, last card I'm pulling here. You have this Mother Earth card. Some of you, it's like your mind wasn't grounded, but it's almost as if I think you're becoming more grounded, right? Instead of like airy or fiery, I think you're becoming more grounded this month. Mercury's officially in your sign as of like maybe 40 minutes ago. So, and Mercury's your ruling planet. So your ability to be able to process, analyze, understand, communicate, and stuff like that will be a lot more articulatable, especially with Mercury coming out of that 12th house in Leo. So that's what I got. If you want to book a personal reading with me, be sure to do so. This is the last 3 days of the sale, so it's still up right now. Yeah, if you click the link, it'll take you to the website and book, and yeah, all the information is there. Be sure to hit that thumbs up for your boy, and I will see y'all later. See y'all later.